Hi everyone, welcome to Art and Craft with Raquel. Today's video will be based on construction of uppercase letters from G to P. For letter G, I will use 5x4. For letters H to P, I will use 5x3. While for letter M, I will use 5x5. 5 rows, 5 columns, 5 rows, 4 columns, 5 rows, 3 columns. For letter J, the first thing you do is to draw curves at the 4 corners just as shown in the video. Then in the second column also draw curves just as shown, second and third column. Alright, on the fourth column, the second box, divide that box into half by drawing a straight line. Then from that edge to the other edge of the third and fourth column, draw a straight line. Then from that edge to the other edge, draw a straight line, which will stop at the fourth box, beginning of the fourth box. Then join every other part together just as shown in the video. For capital letter H, it is filled with straight lines. So from the first box to the fifth box, draw a straight line on the first column and on the third column. Then on the second column, draw a straight line in the middle, the third row. Then join every other part together just as shown in the video. Letter I is also filled with straight lines. So from the second box to the fourth box of the second column, draw a straight line. Then above also draw a straight line, and below draw a straight line just as shown in the video. Then cover up the open parts. For capital letter J, the first thing you do is to draw a curve on the fifth box of the first column and a curve on the fifth box of the third column. Same thing applies on the second column to the fourth box. Draw 2 curves, then draw a straight line just as shown in the video, and join every other part together. For capital letter K, draw a straight line from the fourth box to the fifth box of the first column just as shown on the left hand side and on the right hand side. Then on the second column, the third box, mark that midpoint, the midpoint of the third box. Same thing applies on the other side. Then from that edge, draw a straight line to meet both points. From that edge, draw a straight line to meet both points. Same thing applies on the outer parts. Do the same below. Then cover up the bottom parts and the upper parts with a straight line. For letter L, draw a straight line from the first box to the fifth box. Then from the second column to the third column, draw a straight line. Then from the first column to the third column, draw a straight line. Then join every other part together. For letter M, on the first column and the fifth column, mark the midpoint of the third box just as shown, the midpoint of the third box. Then on the third column, mark the midpoint of the third box just as shown below at the bottom part of the third box. Then draw a straight line from the first box to the fifth box of the first column. Then from the midpoint, draw a straight line downward. Same thing applies on the fifth column also. Draw a straight line from the first box to the fifth box. Then from the edge of one, draw a straight line to meet the midpoint of the third column. Same thing applies on the right hand side also. From the edge of 5, draw a straight line to meet the midpoint of the third column. Then from the midpoint of the first column, draw a straight line to meet the edge of the third column, the fifth box. Same thing applies on the right hand side also. From that midpoint, draw a straight line. Then join the bottom parts and the upper parts together. For letter N, on the first column mark the midpoint, on the third column also mark the midpoint just as shown. Then draw a straight line from 1 to 5, a straight line 2 on the third column. Then from the edge of 1, draw a straight line to meet that midpoint. Then from the midpoint of the third column to the second column, the third box, draw a straight line also. Then join every other part together, a straight line downward, a straight line at the upper part of letter N. Then cover the bottom part and the upper part with a straight line. Letter O is also filled with curves, a curve on the first column and the third column and also on the second column. So just draw the curves and join with a straight line to cover up every other part. For letter P, draw a curve on the third column, the first box and the third box. Then construct letter D in the second column, the second box just as shown, and draw a straight line from the first column to the fifth column, a straight line from the fourth box to the fifth box. Then join every other part together with a straight line.